Hello and welcome back to my gaming channel thingamajig. This is a Nintendo Classic Edition or NES Classic Edition re-unboxing. The re-unboxing part means it's not officially an unboxing because I have actually opened this up and used it before. Actually, it's been quite a while. This has actually been sitting on my shelf for the past 2 years. Or 3 years. Whenever the hell this thing came out, I put it on my shelf shortly after opening it up after Christmas, going yay, played around with it, messed around with it, put it back in all its original packaging, put it in the box, stuck it on my shelf, and there it sat. So, figured since this thing has been covered to death and I've never actually done an open box myself or an unboxing, so I'm calling this the re-unboxing of the NES Classic. Most people have probably already seen one, but whatever. It's been a while for me since I even opened up the box on this thing, so let's dive inside what you would have gotten. Let's just pretend this is brand new for the first time. Alright, so we have that. Quick look at the box. Obviously, if y'all haven't seen what was on here, focus. There we go. And so there's the box, little NES thing on the side, has got the little hand thing, little that, and it says Classic on the top, and it's got all that fun stuff at the bottom, you know, serial number, all that shit. Alright, let's open this, and I believe it just opens, I think I could have opened this up either way, but I think, let's do it the right way, by doing this tab. I can't exactly remember how I boxed this thing back up, but I know put it in its original packaging. So this is what you would get. Oh, that's right. I didn't even unfold this. I think I might have looked at it and unfolded the actual you know, NES thing in here. It's got like a full poster or whatever. Oh yeah. So I have used this before, but I boxed this back up like it was brand new. So yeah, let's just take out this first. Whatever seems to be easier. This is the system itself. You know what? Let's not spoil the system itself right now. Yeah, and I just haphazardly, you know, thrown this in there. Oh yeah, that's right. On the bottom of this box, they gave me an HDMI. I can't get this thing open. Oh, there it goes. Opens like that. Gave me an HDMI cable, which I have absolutely no use for. But it's nice that they gave it to me. You know, got a free HDMI cable that I'm never going to use. But yeah, here's a nice little USB doohickey, you know, standard. Obviously, you can see I have used this, you know, A, B cable. Whoops. And they actually provide a power plug on here. I believe this says, what does it say on there? No, it didn't say anything, but yeah, it includes the power plug. I was trying to see if it said like Nintendo or something like that on here. Looking at it a little bit closer, no. Just says it's an AC adapter. Let's see if I can get this to focus. Yeah, just says it's an AC adapter. And then we have the very short NES controller. Now, this was the big issue when it first came out. Now, this feels very, very comfortable like an original NES controller. Why they made it only a couple feet long, I have a couple theories on it. My theory one is that I believe they were making these as a peripheral for the Nintendo Wii and Wii U as like a classic controller to go along with the store, which I believe they just recently shut down or are shutting down. I don't know. But I believe that that's what, you know, they were using this as an accessory, and you don't need that long of a cable when you're plugging into a Wii remote. So, my theory is they had a stockpile of these damn things and a ton of these things just laying around in a warehouse because not too many people are buying them, and they just kind of ramped up the production, and it's almost like that thing where it just, you know, I don't know why they wouldn't extend it for this, but if it's not broke, don't fix it. Theory 2 is, now we're going to get to this. Yeah, you know, theory 2 is because if you look back, anybody who has actually played an original Nintendo, let's face it, you are probably 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years old, and commonly when you played it, at least back then, on your little CRT or in your living room, you always had the Nintendo sitting on the floor, and you were sitting fairly right next to it. So theory 2 is, ooh, look at that, everything works. Power, it feels a little clunky. It's been a while since I opened this. Feels a little clunky. And theory 2 is because you were already like sitting next to it initially, because that's what you were doing back in the day, is you were sitting next to your Nintendo. Because I know I did. I always had like a stack of games like next to it, and I would flip from one game to the other, one game to the next. So I honestly believe that that's one reason, aside from, I believe that's stockpile of them, but I believe that's another reason of them is they were like, oh, they were like, oh, you remember playing it sitting next to you? Well, now you can get that same experience again. Except, no, I don't. And let's face it, this is more of a novelty, and not too many people, I mean, even to this day, this is more or less a collector's item. Anybody who buys this, you're not buying it for the games. Because anybody who has any inkling of inclined technology, either A, knows where you can get all the games, which is a lot more than the 30 that they packed on here, and B, they probably have some inkling or will buy a Raspberry Pi and do it that way, and yeah. So that is my theory on it. I mean, I haven't really looked at the bottom of this very long. Let's see. Model, COV, input, device. This is standard FCC shit, and obviously this is more, let's plug this in here. Satisfying sound. Listen to that sound. Which the original Nintendo controller wasn't, and it flips in, and so with this one you can't rage and just pull this out without pulling these little clips out. See, the thing back in the day was, what I used to do is I used to like rage quit a lot, get Nintendo Rage, which, look it up, Nintendo Rage is a real thing. I would get so pissed, and I would either A, yank the cartridge out, or B, I would pull on the cord so hard that it would pop the controller off and the cord would come whipping across the room. Now, there's negative sides of both of that. A, you could damage your system. B, you could ruin your game or save file if you do that. And C, well, the danger hazard to yourself, if you rip it out of the console too fast, that now you basically created a whip that's coming straight toward your face and could hit you in your noggin. Dunk! And to say that didn't happen to me 6, 7, 8, 9 times when I was probably 7 or 8 years old is an understatement. That has happened, and there has been times where I have thrown games across the floor. Nerd, or the freaking NES nerd or AVGN nerd style. I raged out on a fucking Nintendo before. I think most of us have. And as we got older, just like today, I mean, hell, fucking back then, you could take the goddamn entire NES system, full load of game and everything, and whip it at your TV as hard as you can, and the system's liable to shatter into a million pieces. Now, you do that with a modern system, and you're liable to put your fucking system directly through your TV, if not through your fucking wall, depending on how heavy your system is. So, yeah, to say that systems have gotten heavier and more, the systems themselves have gotten more fragile, the games have gotten more fragile, and the technology that you use the games on have definitely gotten more fragile. So you want to pet these things now. You want to caress them. You just want to pet them. So yeah. Alright, I didn't realize I was running out of memory on my phone. So, with that was the unboxing of, this thing, I guess you could say. There's the Nintendo Classic Edition Re-Unboxing. Ta-da!